Hello, good morning. Today is Tuesday, the 21st of October, and well, we're on our way out of Peru, heading towards the city of Puno, which is going to be our last major town, really, in this country before we go to Bolivia. And you might notice there's something a bit unusual going on, and that's no hills. Today I think we have something like 20 meters of climbing to do today, so you know it's going to be quite a leisurely activity compared to what we're used to. Really, for the last couple of months, really, we've just been working our way up one hill, going down the next one in about half a day, and then getting started, taking a couple of days going up the next one. So and that's really been our existence, especially since from Ayacucho to Cuzco was just insane. Yeah, it was just continuous. There was like 5 big mountains we just had to keep working our way over to get to Cuzco. So we've certainly earned our miles the hard way. This is fantastic terrain for overlanding. I mean, on a good day, there's no reason why you can't do a solid sort of 120, 140 kilometers if you stick with it. I realise it's been a while actually since I've done a century. I used to, every time I got a new bike, I wanted to take it on a little century ride just to sort of remind myself, what it's like to do a big day in the saddle. But haven't done it yet on this bike. A century is what, 160 kilometres, 100 miles. My biggest drama at the moment is when Raquel joined me in Huaraz, I gave her my saddle, which was fantastic. It's the best saddle I've ever had. I think it's just some cheap Chinese one, but it just happens to have exactly the right anatomy fit that works for me. So I gave Raquel my saddle, and in turn I put the saddle of her new bike on my one, which is this little thing. And when I'm in the hills I don't really notice it very much because you're too busy cranking out and your body's moving all over the place. But when you're sitting on the flat, there's not a lot of mental stimulation. So, put some music on or whatever, but essentially you just sat there trying to keep a good cadence, try and keep a nice big gear so you get some progress down, but you have a lot of time to just take notice of any slight way that you're uncomfortable or anything like that. And unfortunately for me, this is really doing my head in, doing me arse in, really. You're sort of, if you do get a saddle, you've got to measure your sit bone size. So your pelvis, you've got 2 bones that stick down and they're called your sit bones. And there's obviously, everyone's got a different size, and I seem to be a bit on the sort of the wide end of the spectrum of that. So I think my sit bones are probably coming in on either side of that, rather than, they're meant to be here, supported on the pads, but I get a feeling that it's kind of, going up in between them a bit there, really, which gets uncomfortable after about an hour. SES. That's sort of my life at the moment. We're sort of working our way, as I say, towards Bolivia. Not sure what's going to happen there. Raquel's visa ran out on the 16th, so we're 5 days overdue now. My mate Paul told me that it's about $1.50 per day that you overstay here in Peru, so not the end of the world. I'm more concerned about my one, really. When I crossed over from Ecuador to Peru, the border guard asked me, and he said, how much time do you want? And I was like, well, how much can you give me? And he was like, just tell me how much you need. And I was like, well, can you give me 6 months? And he's like, yeah, fine, stamp. He wrote 180 on the page of the passport, handed me the passport back again. So theoretically I've got 6 months, in which case I'm good, no worries. But here's the thing, a British passport holder cannot be given more than a 3-month tourist visa, apparently, in Peru. So technically it's impossible what he did. Now, we'll wait and see, but I've got a sneaky suspicion that I actually don't have 6 months, and I'm about to pay a whopping great big overstay fee. But it is what it is. It's out of my control at this point. Hopefully they don't throw me in a cell or something stupid like that because of how massively I've overdone it, but we'll see, really. So yeah, cracking on. I think we'll probably be in Puno a couple of days. We want to take a short day today because all of our clothes are extremely dirty and we really do want to do our laundry. So I think we're going to stop at the next reasonable town that's got a hostel and then try and wash absolutely everything. Give it some time to dry out and then set off fresh tomorrow. So yeah, off to Puno. I think there's like these floating islands that you're supposed to check out in Laguna Titicaca, so that should be good. Most people seem to say that La Paz is alright. So yeah, I think we'll have a bit of fun there. It's going to be a lot cheaper than Peru, so maybe we're going to be able to live a little bit better or save a bit more cash on the road. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. Looks like Raquel is just starting to catch me up now. I don't know what happened, hopefully nothing mechanical. So yeah, hope you're all doing well, wherever you are, and sending good vibes your way. And yeah, hope you can do the same for me and nothing falls off or breaks or anything like that. Would be great. So yeah, have a good one. Bye bye.